Walk into your local gun shop today and everything might look completely normal on the surface. The lights are on, the glass cases are clean, and there are still plenty of oddball specialty calibers sitting gathering dust on the back shelves. But if you know how to read the underlying current of the American firearms community, you already know that a quiet, calculated storm is brewing as we race toward 2026. Ammo shortages in the United States are never a random accident. They are a predictable, recurring cycle driven by systemic panic, legislative anxiety, and sudden geopolitical choke points. Think back to the 2008 financial crash, when millions of citizens suddenly realized that self-reliance wasn't a choice, but a necessity. Look at the massive consumer run that paralyzed the industry following Sandy Hook in 2012, or the unprecedented, chaotic supply chain collapse of 2020 that brought more than 20 million brand new gun owners into the market. At the exact same time, every single one of those historic spikes caught the casual shooter completely off guard, leaving them staring at empty retail shelves and paying triple-digit prices for basic target boxes. History leaves clues, and right now, the smart money is already moving. The veteran shooters aren't waiting around for the mainstream news to announce a crisis. They are quietly insulating their storage reserves today. But the pressure isn't building evenly across the board. When the squeeze hits, certain calibers, the ones that serve as the absolute backbone for civilian training, logistical subsistence, and frontline personal defense will feel the crush long before anything else vanishes. If you want to avoid being caught in the upcoming retail trap, you need to understand exactly which lines are about to go dark. Let's break down the essential rounds that experienced shooters are aggressively stacking boxes of before the 2026 market locks down completely. Number 7, 300 Blackout. That brings us directly to the first major target on the radar, the 300 Blackout. This round has completely disrupted the traditional rifle market, especially for shooters running dedicated defensive platforms like AR pistols and suppressed short-barrel rifles. Unlike older established calibers, 300 Blackout is experiencing a massive spike in civilian demand because of how perfectly it adapts to modern home defense logistics. From a technical standpoint, this cartridge is a mechanical masterpiece for short barrels. While standard rifle rounds need a 16-inch barrel to burn powder efficiently, the 300 Blackout achieves full ballistic expansion and burning efficiency in a compact 9-inch or 10-inch barrel. This makes it the ultimate choice for tight spaces and asset retention. But the real reason everyone is hoarding this round before 2026 comes down to logistics and manufacturing limits. During a major market tightening, component availability becomes scarce. The beauty of the 300 Blackout is its mechanical compatibility. It shares the exact same bolt carrier group and magazines as the standard 5.56 NATO. For reloaders and builders, you can even neck down spent 5.56 brass to form 300 Blackout cases. However, commercial factory production lines for this round are far more limited compared to military standard calibers. When the rush happens, manufacturers prioritize massive government contracts for other rounds, leaving specialized civilian lines for 300 Blackout completely dark. If you rely on a short barrel platform for personal defense, the time to secure your brass and subsonic training blocks is right now, because once these boxes disappear, they stay gone for months. Number 6. 7.62 by 39. We have to look closely at a rifle cartridge that sits in a completely unique risk category for 2026. The 7.62 by 39. If you spend any significant time out on the range, you already know that the AR-15 isn't the only defensive rifle platform in American gun safes. The AK-47 platform has maintained a massive, fiercely loyal user base in this country for decades. And every single one of those rifles runs on this exact power plant. But here is where the mechanical reality of this round creates a massive supply trap. Unlike domestic cartridges that are manufactured by the billions within U.S. borders, affordable 7.62 by 39 has historically depended almost entirely on imported supply chains. For years, millions of shooters burned through cheap steel case ammunition shipped in from Eastern Europe by the crate. It was cheap, it was dirty, and it kept range training highly affordable. However, when you rely on foreign manufacturing, your supply is dictated by international trade policy and sudden sanctions. We are already seeing the domestic pipeline for steel case imports dry up due to shifting trade bans and global restrictions. This puts immense pressure on civilian supplies, causing case prices to swing violently at the first sign of geopolitical tension. From a mechanical wear perspective, American manufacturing is beginning to step in with brass-cased options, but our domestic factories are already pushed to their production limits trying to keep up with government contracts and primary U.S. calibers. When panic buying starts, People who think they can just swap to an AK platform to bypass an American ammo shortage are shocked to find that 7.62 by 39 disappears even faster because the imported reserves are simply no longer crossing the border. If this platform is part of your emergency logistics, you cannot treat it like standard domestic brass. You need to lock down your supply lines before foreign imports completely vanish from distributor warehouses. Number 5, 22 long rifle. Next up, we are turning our attention to a cartridge that many shooters mistakenly overlook during a military or defensive tactical crunch, the 22 long rifle. When people hear the words 2026 ammunition shortage, their minds immediately jump to full-powered combat rounds. But if you look closely at the history of logistics during a market panic, this tiny rimfire cartridge is consistently one of the absolute first things to completely vanish from store shelves. It happened in 2012, it happened in 2020, and the exact same hoarding baseline is already locking down supply lines right now. The underlying cause here isn't military consumption, it is simple sheer scale and domestic volume. The 22 long rifle is, without question, the most widely used and heavily consumed cartridge on the planet. It is the foundation of cheap training, small game subsistence, and fundamental marksmanship. When the consumer market panics, gun owners don't just buy a box or two, they buy it by the thousands. From a strict manufacturing perspective, rimfire production lines are a completely different animal compared to centerfire cartridges. Centerfire cases can be quickly cranked out, but rimfire requires a highly specialized chemical priming spinning process that runs on dedicated, fixed machinery. Major manufacturing plants cannot simply flip a switch to increase 22 long rifle output overnight when a buying frenzy strikes. Furthermore, from a survival storage standpoint, a single standard ammunition can easily hold several thousand rounds of 22 long rifle while taking up almost zero physical space or weight footprint. It allows gun owners to maintain critical live fire range proficiency and handle small game pest control without burning through their primary, expensive, defensive centerfire reserves. When the shelves start thinning out, people realize that cheap training is the first luxury to go, which is why these bricks get hoarded early and stay unavailable for years. Number 4, 308 Winchester. Turning our attention to the heavy-hitting rifle sector, we have to analyze a cartridge that commands an immense, multifaceted footprint across the entire American landscape, the 308 Winchester. When panic buying triggers a market contraction, specialty or niche hunting rounds are often left on the shelves for weeks. However, the 308 Winchester does not belong to a single niche. Instead, it simultaneously anchors 3 completely distinct shooting communities. The millions of big game hunters who head into the timber every fall, the long-range precision marksmen stretching limits out past 800 yards, and the tactical shooters operating heavy, semi-automatic battle rifle platforms. This massive overlapping baseline of domestic users ensures that the pressure on this specific caliber builds exponentially faster than almost any other full-powered rifle cartridge on the civilian market. From a technical and mechanical standpoint, the sheer physical profile of manufacturing a full-power, short-action cartridge creates immediate production bottlenecks. Producing 308 Winchester requires significantly more raw material, more copper for the heavy jacketed bullets, more brass for the massive casing, and a substantially larger volume of slow-burning propellant compared to intermediate carbine rounds. When a consumer squeeze hits, manufacturing plants face a stark mathematical reality. The raw materials required to press a single box of 2308 rounds could easily be diverted to yield 3 or 4 times that amount in intermediate cartridges. Furthermore, there is a massive institutional factor looming in the background that directly threatens civilian supply lines during times of uncertainty. The 308 Winchester shares near identical external dimensions and mechanical specifications with the military standard 7.62 by 51 NATO cartridge. Whenever geopolitical instability or national defense priorities force major ammunition manufacturers to shift their focus toward fulfilling massive government contracts, commercial production lines for the civilian market go completely dark. Private distributors are left starving for inventory while factories churn out linked machine gun ammunition for global logistics chains. For the defensive shooter or the subsistence hunter, this means that premium hunting, soft points, and bulk match-grade training ball ammo are picked clean from warehouses almost instantly. If your survival plan or long-range asset protection relies on a short-action battle rifle, trying to source high-quality brass when the market is already tightening is a losing battle. You cannot simply substitute this round's ballistic energy or barrier penetration with smaller calibers, making it absolutely critical to secure your storage reserves before institutional demand locks down the factories. Number 3, 9mm. Now, we are stepping down into the handgun sector to dissect the single most vulnerable centerfire cartridge on the retail market, the 9mm. If you walk into any gun shop, big box outdoor store, or local pawn shop anywhere in America, the absolute majority of semi-automatic pistols packed inside those glass display cases are chambered for this exact round. It has become the absolute default, unquestioned standard handgun cartridge for everyday civilian concealed carry, state and federal law enforcement agencies, and nearly every single first-time gun buyer who walks through the door. This unparalleled level of saturation means that demand for 9mm does not just come from one small corner of the firearms community. It pours in from every single demographic simultaneously. Concealed carry permit holders burn through it to maintain life-saving proficiency. High round count defensive training academies consume it by the pallet, and competitive action shooting sports run through millions of rounds a weekend. From a technical perspective, the sheer mechanical volume of civilian weapons relying on this single cartridge creates a terrifying supply chain bottleneck when panic buying takes hold. Under normal market conditions, domestic manufacturing infrastructure operates around the clock to maintain a stable baseline. But the moment a 2026 shortage narrative hits the mainstream media, consumer behavior undergoes a radical, unpredictable transformation. The rush always begins at the premium tier. Law enforcement, duty, ammunition, and high-quality jacketed hollow points disappear within the first 72 hours. Once those specialized boxes are cleaned out, consumers immediately pivot to bulk, full metal jacket training ammunition, purchasing target cases by the thousands. What many casual shooters fail to realize about metallurgy and industrial production is that when a factory is pushed past its maximum capacity, machinery wear increases exponentially. Stamping machines, priming systems, and bullet seating dies begin to degrade under the stress of continuous maximum output manufacturing. Ammo plants cannot simply build new multi-million-dollar production lines overnight to handle a temporary civilian panic. Instead, they focus their remaining operational lines on core, basic loads, completely freezing the production of specialty grains or heavier defensive rounds. If you are relying on a 9mm pistol to protect your family or your property, you must look past the illusion of current shelf availability. Because when 20 million gun owners all reach for the exact same caliber at the exact same second, the retail supply chain collapses instantly, leaving latecomers with empty shelves and skyrocketing box prices. Number 2, 22.3 Remington and 5.56 NATO. Next, we must turn our attention to the absolute center of gravity for the American rifle market, the 22.3 Remington and its military twin, the 5.56 NATO. If you own a modern sporting rifle, you are already part of the massive ecosystem built entirely around the AR-15 platform. This carbine is the single most popular, widely owned rifle in the history of the United States, and these two cartridges serve as the primary fuel for those millions of weapons. Because of this staggering level of domestic adoption, every single weekend range session, tactical carbine course, and local multi-gun competition burns through millions of rounds of 22, 3, and 5.56 every single day. The critical vulnerability here lies within the dual nature of its manufacturing logistics, split between civilian commercial demand and massive state-level military operations. The 5.56 NATO is not just a civilian choice. It is the standard-issue combat cartridge for the United States military and dozens of allied armed forces across the globe. Under normal market conditions, the sheer industrial-scale factories inside America can easily pump out enough brass and powder to keep retail store shelves stocked. However, when global conflicts ignite or national security mandates shift in 2026, the entire infrastructure of the ammunition industry undergoes an immediate emergency realignment. Major domestic manufacturers are legally bound to prioritize federal government defense contracts above all else. This means that overnight, massive ammunition plants will completely cut off their civilian commercial distribution networks, diverting 100% of their machinery, raw copper blanks, and propellant components to feed military supply lines. From a technical reloading standpoint, while shooters can theoretically use the same die sets to press both rounds, the 5.56 NATO casing features significantly thicker brass walls to handle higher chamber pressures, meaning factories cannot simply rush production without meticulous, time-consuming quality control protocols. When civilian buyers realize the primary domestic factories are no longer supplying the commercial market, a secondary panic buying wave hits local stores instantly. The bulk 1,000-round loose cases are swept from distributor warehouses within a matter of hours, leaving late consumers completely locked out of the market. If you operate an AR-15 for personal defense, Treating this caliber like a common, easily sourced commodity during a time of global tension is a massive tactical error. You must lock down your defensive cases and training blocks now, because when the military pipeline tightens, the civilian market goes bone dry. Number 1, 45 ACP. At the absolute pinnacle of this list, we have to lock our eyes onto a heavy-hitting handgun cartridge that has defined American firepower for well over a century, the 45 ACP. Originally engineered in the early 1900s for the legendary 1911 pistol, this fat, slow-moving round is built on a legacy that modern ballistics simply cannot erase. While the broader defensive community has spent the last decade migrating toward high-capacity 9mm platforms, the 45 ACP maintains an ironclad, unyielding grip on an incredibly dedicated base of tactical shooters, home defense purists, and die-hard 1911 collectors. This isn't a crowd that buys a plastic box of target ammunition on a whim. These are shooters who train heavily and stay fiercely committed to their chosen platform. When a 2026 supply contraction strikes, the 45 ACP enters a highly volatile procurement trap that catches casual gun owners completely off guard. Because it is no longer the standard issue military sidearm round, commercial manufacturers do not run 45 ACP on their primary high-volume production lines. It is treated as a secondary tier for manufacturing, scheduling. When factories get pushed to their absolute breaking point by a national buying frenzy, corporate managers will deliberately freeze these secondary lines for weeks at a time to keep all raw copper blanks and lead resources funneled into maximizing 9mm outputs. From a technical reloading and mechanical logistics standpoint, the 45 ACP requires a massive amount of physical material compared to other handgun calibers. A single standard 230 grain projectile uses nearly double the raw lead and copper jacket material of a standard 9mm bullet. When component scarcity kicks in during 2026, the math turns brutal and commercial factory production drops off a cliff. What makes the situation even more critical is the behavior of its user base. 45 ACP owners know their preferred caliber is produced in lower total volumes, so they panic buy much earlier in the shortage cycle than anyone else, wiping out high-quality jacketed hollow points and premium defensive carry loads before the general public even realizes a squeeze is happening. If you carry a big-bore pistol for asset retention or personal defense, you cannot rely on emergency store availability. When the retail pipeline chokes, this historic cartridge becomes a rare commodity overnight, and you do not want to be caught holding an empty 7-round magazine when the shelves go completely dark. At the end of the day, securing your supply isn't about giving into wild paranoia or predicting the exact calendar date the retail distribution chain will fracture. Nobody has a perfect crystal ball for the market, and anyone telling you otherwise is selling a sales pitch. What this is truly about is simple, cold, calculated risk management and operational logistics. If you regularly rely on any of the cartridges we dissected today to safeguard your home, keep your family fed, or maintain your hard-earned proficiency out on the firing line, then leaving your ammunition supply to chance is a massive tactical error. Once the general public notices the shelves thinning out, the window of opportunity is already slammed shut, and the market moves faster than retail inventory can ever recover. Take a hard look at your current inventory, map out your training schedule for the coming year, and handle your logistics while the commercial pipelines are still flowing. If you found value in this tactical breakdown and want to keep your edge in the shifting landscape, go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you drop a comment down below letting me know which calibers you are locking down in your safe right now. Stay sharp, stay vigilant,